Dust settles on the frame of a picture with no name. I'm walking through the hall, tracing shadows on the wall. The kettle starts to cry, but I don't even try to stop the rising steam or wake up from this dream. Now it's just hollow echoes inside me, ringing out where you used to be. Every heartbeat is a lonely sound, searching for the love we drowned. The silence is a heavy thing, a winter that forgot the spring. Just hollow echoes inside me, a ghost of what we used to be. I left your keys right there, by the ghost of your favorite chair. The floorboards skip a beat like the rhythm of your feet, but the air is thin and cold, and the stories are all told. I'm a house with no one home, just a structure made of bone. Now it's just hollow echoes inside me, ringing out where you used to be. Every heartbeat is a lonely sound, searching for the love we drowned. The silence is a heavy thing, a winter that forgot the spring. Just hollow echoes inside me, a ghost of what we used to be. They say that time will fill the space, but I still see your hollowed face in every corner, every crack. The more I scream, the more comes back. It's just my voice, it's just the wind asking where the end begins. Hollow echoes calling out your name. Hollow echoes, nothing stays the same. The walls are thin, the light is low. I have nowhere left to go, just echoes, just me. I catch a glimpse in the hallway glass of a person I knew a lifetime past. The eyes are the same, a familiar shade, but the spirit inside is beginning to fade. I'm wearing this body like a borrowed coat, with a heavy anchor and a sinking boat. I touch my face, but I don't feel the skin. I'm a stranger to the house that I'm living in. I'm lost in my skin. I'm a ghost in the hall, waiting for a version of me to call. Since you walked out and took the map, there's a canyon where my heart used to snap. I look in the mirror I'm just wandering, lost in my skin. The fingerprints you left on my sleeve are the only things that I still believe. They're fading away with every wash, like the hopes and the dreams that we used to squash. I try to breathe, but the ribcage is tight, a cage of bone in the middle of the night. I'm a prisoner here in my own design, a broken down man on a broken down line. I'm lost in my skin, I'm a ghost in the heart, waiting for a version of me to call. Since you walked out and took the map, there's a canyon where my heart used to snap. I look in the mirror and I see a hole, a hollowed out shell of a beautiful soul. There's nowhere to go and no place to begin. I'm just wandering, lost in my skin. I wanna jump out and run for the light, but I'm tethered to the dark in the middle of the night. I'm a map with no ink, I'm a book with no words, just a flightless shadow of a migratory birth. I'm trapped in the quiet, I'm trapped in the cold, in a story that's already been told. Just skin and bone, just blood and pride, but there's no one left living inside. I'm searching the dark, I'm feeling the thin, completely lost in my skin. Where did I go? Lost in my skin. The screen is dimmed to 10%, just like the way my afternoon was spent, staring at the cursor in the dark, waiting for a signal or a spark. The little lightning bolt is turning red, while I'm still lying here inside this bed. I'm looking for the words I should have sent before the power and the passion went. It's just low battery, soul searching tonight, chasing down the ghost of what was right. I'm running on a flicker and a prayer, looking for a pulse that isn't there. The bars are dropping fast, the signal's weak. I'm reaching for the truth I couldn't speak before the screen goes black and leaves me cold with a story that will never quite be told. I'm scrolling through the threads of yesterday, watching all the blue lines fade to gray. I wanna plug it in and feel the heat, but the wires in my heart have faced defeat. My spirit's at a critical low point. The world is out of sync and out of joint. I'm trying to find the me I used to be before the us ran out of energy. It's just low battery, soul searching tonight, chasing down the ghost of what was right. I'm running on a flicker and a prayer, looking for a pulse that isn't there. The bars are dropping fast, the signal's weak. I'm reaching for the truth I couldn't speak before the screen goes black and leaves me cold with a story that will never quite be told. 5% I'm seeing through the haze. 4% I'm lost inside the maze. 3% I almost hear your voice. 2% I'm living with a choice. 1% and then the darkness falls, just the empty echo of these bedroom walls. System shut down, fading out. Lost the answers, kept the doubt. No more light, no more sound, just the silence I have found. Low battery, soul searching in the dark. I catch a glimpse in the hallway glass of a person I knew. A lifetime past. The eyes are the same, a familiar shade, but the spirit inside is beginning to fade. I'm wearing this body like a borrowed coat, with a heavy anchor in a sinking boat. I touch my face, but I don't feel the skin. I'm a stranger to the house that I'm living in. I'm lost in my skin, I'm a ghost in the hall, waiting for a version of me to call. Since you walked out and took the map, there's a canyon where my heart used to snap. I look in the mirror and I see a hole, a hollowed out shell of a beautiful soul. There's nowhere to go and no place to begin. I'm just wandering, lost in my skin. The fingerprints you left on my sleeve are the only things that I still believe. They're fading away with every wash, like the hopes and the dreams that we used to squash. I try to breathe, but the ribcage is tight, a cage of bone in the middle of the night. I'm a prisoner here in my own design, a broken down man on a broken down line. I'm lost in my skin, I'm a ghost in the hall, waiting for a version of me to call. Since you walked out and took the map, there's a canyon where my heart used to snap. I look in the mirror and I see a hole, just blood and pride. But there's no one left living inside. I'm searching the dark, I'm feeling nothing, completely lost in my skin. Where did I go? Lost in my skin. Lost skin. The fireplace is cold and white. It's been 3 days since we lost the light. I'm sitting on the rug where we used to lay, watching the colors turn to shades of gray. I threw your letters in the dying spark, hoping the fire would outrun the dark. But the heat has vanished and the wind is high, and there's nothing left for the flames to buy. Now only ash remains here in the greatest soft gray ghost of a heavy weight. Everything we built and everything we knew is drifting in the wind, a shade of blue. You can't relight a fire that's burned itself out through the storms of anger and the rain of doubt. The embers are gone, the hearth is clear, only ash remains here. I tried to find a scrap that didn't burn, a corner of a page, a lesson I could learn. But it's all gone brittle, it's all gone thin, like the paper wall of the state I'm in. If I touch the suit, it stains my skin, a permanent mark of where we've been. I'm sweeping the floor of a hollow room while the dust of it settles like a tomb. Yeah, only ash remains here in the greatest soft gray ghost of a heavy weight. Everything we built and everything we knew is drifting in the wind, a shade of blue. You can't relight a fire that's burned itself out through the storms of anger and the rain of doubt. The embers are gone, the hearth is clear, only ash remains here. It used to be a roar, it used to be a glow, it used to be the only warmth I'd ever known. But we fed it too much pride and not enough grace. Now there's nothing but the gray across my face. One breath of air and we're gone from the floor, just a pile of dust by the open door. Nothing to hold, nothing to feel. The smoke has cleared from the wreckage of the real. Scatter the pieces, let the wind blow. I've got no fire left to show. The ash, only gray, it's all just blowing away. Only ash, only. Only ash. I went back to that coffee shop on Main. the one where we would hide away from rain. But the sugar tasted bitter on my tongue, and the air felt heavy where I once was young. I saw a couple laughing by the door, and I had to look away down at the floor. Every corner has a story it still tells, like the ringing of some distant broken bells. Now there's bruises on my memory tonight, darker than the shadows, sharper than the light. I try to touch a moment that was sweet, but it aches beneath the surface of the beat. Every time I think about your name, it's a tender spot that sets my soul aflame. I'm black and blue from everything we knew, just bruises on my memory of you. I try to scrub the kitchen counters clean, to wash away the ghost of what has been. But the more I try to wipe the past away, the more the colors deepen into gray. Remembering the way you used to laugh is a jagged edge that cuts my life in half. They say that time will make the swelling go, but these marks are running deep and running slow. Yeah, there's bruises on my memory tonight, darker than the shadows, sharper than the light. I try to touch a moment that was sweet, but it aches beneath the surface of the beat. Every time I think about your name, it's a tender spot that sets my soul aflame. I'm black and blue from everything we knew, just bruises on my memory of you. They don't bleed, they just sit there in the dark, a permanent and painful kind of mark. You didn't leave a scar I can't explain, just a quiet throbbing center of the pain. And if I move too fast or breathe too deep, I wake the secrets that I try to keep. Don't touch the past, it's sensitive to light. It's been a long and heavy-hearted fight. Yellow, green, and blue, the colors of the truth, the fading image of my wasted youth, just bruises on my memory, bruises where you used to be. The coffee's cold on the nightstand tray. I've watched the shadows move across the day. The sunlight hurts, it's a jagged blade, cutting through the sanctuary I've made. I keep the curtains drawn, the world outside is just a place where I no longer reside. 'Cause every face I see looks like your own, and every street we walk feels like a stone. So I close my eyes and I pull up the sheets to escape the ghost that I find on the streets. In the middle of the dark, the pain starts to fade, and I lose the debt that my heavy heart paid. There's a peace in the black, a quiet for the soul, where I don't have to play this broken down role. I'm a king in the shadows, I'm finally set. I sleep just to forget. Yeah, I sleep just to forget. In my dreams, the phone never rang. In my dreams, we're still the song we sang. We're sitting on the porch in the summer heat, before the world turned bitter and the air turned sweet. But then the alarm starts its steady scream and pulls me back from the edge of the dream. The ceiling is cracked and the room is still blue, and I have to remember that I'm without you. So I close my eyes and I pull up the sheets to escape the ghost that I find on the streets. In the middle of the dark, the pain starts to fade, and I lose the debt that my heavy heart paid. There's a peace in the black, a quiet for the soul, where I don't have to play this broken down role. I'm a king in the shadows, I'm finally set. I sleep just to forget. Yeah, I sleep just to forget. They say that the morning brings a brand new light, but I'd rather stay in the middle of the night. Reality is a weight that I can't even lift, so I let my consciousness start to drift down where the memory can't find my name, down where the fire doesn't feel like the flame. Don't wake me up, not yet. The sun is too loud, the truth is too wet. Just 10 more minutes, just one more hour to hide from the scent of a dying flower. I'm drifting, I'm gone. I'll sleep until the memory is drawn. Sleep just to forget. Just let me sleep. Just let me sleep. Engines humming a tired cell. We run out of asphalt and level ground. The map is folded on the dashboard seat, where the lines of our lives no longer meet. I'm looking out through a cracked windshield at a lonely sky in an empty field. There's no more gas and the sun is low, and there's nowhere left for the tires to go. We finally reached the end of the road. drove for miles on a hope and a prayer, but we're standing in the middle of nowhere. No more turns, no more heavy gold, just the end of the I remember the start, the wind in our hair, the smell of the rain and the morning air. We thought the highway would never end, that every broken bridge would surely bend. But the signs got blurry and the lights went dim, and the cup of our luck spilled over the rim. Now we're just parked at the edge of the world, watching the flags of our future get furled. We finally reached the end of the road, the heavy end of a beautiful load. The pavement stopped and the gravel died, with nowhere left for our hearts to hide. We drove for miles on a hope and a prayer, but we're standing in the middle of nowhere. No more turns, no more heavy gold, just the end of the road. Should we get out and walk our separate ways into the sunset and the purple haze, or sit in the silence of the cooling steel and forget how it felt behind the wheel? There's no U-turn, there's no going back. The sky is fading into velvet black. The end of the road, the end of the road. I'm letting go. Right here. The ceiling is a surface I can't reach, a shimmering blue border on the beach. I'm watching bubbles drift up to the light, while I stay tethered to the floor of night. The pressure's building steady in my chest, a heavy heart that never gets to rest. I try to speak, but words just turn to gray. They flow like silverfish and swim away, because underwater breathing is hard to do when every lungful feels like losing you. I'm sinking in the stillness of the deep, where all the promises we couldn't keep are anchored to my ankles like a stone. Learning how to survive here all alone. It's a quiet kind of suffocation, it's true. Underwater breathing is hard without you. Ooh. I've got nowhere left for me to go. Just keep swimming, they always say, but the shore is just too far away. Inhale the blue, exhale the pain, waiting for the tide to change, but it's hard, so hard, so hard. Just breathe in underneath it all. The fireplace is cold and white. It's been 3 days since we lost the light. I'm sitting on the rug where we used to lay, watching the colors turn to shades of gray. I threw your letters in the dying spark, hoping the fire would outrun the dark. The heat has vanished and the wind is high, and there's nothing left for the flames to bite. Now only ash remains here in the grave, a soft gray ghost of a heavy weight. Everything we built and everything we knew is drifting in the wind, a shade of blue. You can't relight a fire that's burned itself out through the storms of anger and the rain of doubt. The embers are gone, the hearth is clear, only ash remains here. Remains here. I tried to find a scrap that didn't burn, a corner of a page, a lesson I could learn, but it's all gone brittle, it's all gone thin, like the paper wall of the state I'm in. If I touch the soot, it stains my skin, a permanent mark of where we've been. I'm sweeping the floor of a hollow room while the dust of us settles like a tomb. Yeah, only ash remains here in the grave, a soft gray ghost of a heavy weight. Everything we built and everything we knew is drifting in the wind, a shade of blue. You can't relight a fire that's burned itself out through the storms of anger and the rain of doubt. The embers are gone, the hearth is clear, only ash remains here. To be a glow, it used to be the only warmth I'd ever know, but we fed it too much pride and not enough grace. Now there's nothing but the gray across my face. One breath of air and we're gone from the floor, just a pile of dust by the open